Hello and welcome to the UKLC patch 9.16 breakdown. This will be our final patch of the summer season, covering playoffs and the live finals. It's got some pretty impactful changes. First up, we have the introduction of the Pantheon rework. There's too many changes to cover here, so I suggest you go watch the gameplay preview on the League of Legends YouTube channel. He still has his point and click stun, his long range ult to dive into the fight, but overall he's got more versatility and skill expression in his kit. He plays more like a bruiser with more bulkiness, weaving more autos in, and he doesn't appear to be overly powerful at the moment, but in the right scenario he might be picked up. Next up, we have a slight nerf to Azir's mid to late game. His Q at max rank will have 2 extra seconds on the cooldown. It's a minor nerf, but considering how much he relies on this ability, it will definitely have an impact on his playstyle. Following on from Azir, we have a nerf that's pretty significant to its counterpart, Corki. Corki will be losing 5 AD and 0.5 AD growth. This would be a notable hit to any marksman, but Corki, who relies on the Triforce so much to give that 200% base AD damage procs, this will hit him really hard. Ezreal is another safe pick, played in the bot lane however. He's going to be losing half his AP ratio on his Mystic Shot from 0.3 to 0.15. This may destroy the hybrid build once and for all. Also, his Arcane Shift has a 6-second cooldown at rank 1, and although this will disappear once his E is maxed, it's a massive hit to his early lane safety and his mid-game teamfights. Jax has had his cooldown on his Q Leap Strike reduced by 2 seconds at level 1. This seems minor, but it actually means Jax can more comfortably max his Counter Strike, which gives him more mid-game power in matchups which he already had a scaling advantage in. Kassadin has been given an extra 30 base damage on his active W at all ranks. This is something that is crucial in keeping up with his rough melee matchups in the mid lane, something like Zed. And considering how powerful his scaling already is, he'll feel like a much more comfortable pick up on 9.16. LeBlanc has been given an extra 0.1 AP ratio on both the application of her Sigil of Malice and also the detonation. Considering the short cooldown and how bread and butter this spell is to her combo, this is a huge buff. We've already seen her frequently played in the UKLC, but now I'm expecting to see her show up even more. Lux's shield has been given more oomph at higher levels. Previous to the nerfs, her shield at max rank was 330 plus 60% AP. It is now 300 plus 60% AP. And considering how it's been evenly distributed to the outwards application and then the return, it's an even stronger tool. However, it is far weaker at lower ranks, and I don't think she'll be quite as prevalent as she was pre-nerfs. Sejuani has been a dominant pick in pro play, and on this patch she's had her passive effectiveness reduced with better scaling, and her Q cooldown has been raised, particularly at early ranks. This is a huge hit to her early safety, which was needed considering how useful she is in the later game. Shen has had base damage buffs to his taunt and also buffs to his percentage HP damage from his empowered Twilight Assault auto attacks. Shen already deals a lot of damage that allows him to go toe-to-toe with a range of top lane champions, but this will help him even more. The buffs to the percentage HP benefit him against tanks, but more importantly versus HP stacking bruisers. However, he will struggle into matchups like mages. Sivir is another safe hyperscaling carry who Riot have looked to tone down this patch. The AD ratio on her Ricochet has gone down from 0.5 at early ranks to 0.3. This hurts her ability to shove waves and apply constant chip damage to the enemy bot lane. She'll still scale into a monster though, and this won't stop her from being played. It will just allow some counterplay at the early levels where she attempts to perma-shove you under tower. Sylas's Chain Lash now deals reduced damage to monsters and not just minions. This is a big hit to his jungle clear. His passive, however, still allows him to deal with the jungle effectively, but it will reduce the priority on him. However, solo lane Sylas has been untouched. Syndra has had base damage buffs to her Scatter the Weak, and also her Transcendent bonus to her Dark Spheres have been changed from 15% to 25%. Some big buffs, and I expect to see her play more often as the damage has gone up massively. Tahm Kench is still seeing constant pro play despite all of the changes he's received. He's now losing 10 base movement speed and his shield will last for 2 seconds, not 3. I still expect to see him played, but it will make him a lot more vulnerable. Yuumi's Prowling Projectile has been heavily nerfed in almost every area possible. A big hit to the champion who's been seeing almost 100% pick ban rates at the UKLC. This definitely drains her power. Ziggs has had the cooldown on his ult reduced at rank 2 and 3, and also the ratio on his satchel charge has been buffed and the cooldown reduced early. Some nice buffs which we may expect to see his face show up in the bot lane this patch as an AP carry. Unsure if this is enough for him to show up mid, however. Finally, biscuits have been nerfed. You'll receive 3 now, they regen quicker but for less overall, and you'll also receive less total mana. This means they're less powerful as a sustain tool, but quicker healing means they'll be a lot more useful for all-ins and baits when you need burst healing. Thank you for watching this video. This will be the last patch notes video for a little while as the UKLC will be wrapping up, but make sure you tune in to see how these changes affect the playoffs starting on Tuesday, the 28th of August.